Hey folks, welcome back to Shadow Empire. We're on round 23, so yeah, this game's starting to, get into what I would call the late early game, or the early mid game, depending on how you want to look at it. This is usually the stage when players like, who are as good as this tend to get quite a lot of zones, and, you've done some expansion, hopefully you've got some infrastructure up. This is, you usually want to have at least started to get Industry 1 up by this turn. Now, on a planet like this, Industry 1 is something, I forget if I've said this already, but a buddy of mine who plays in a gaming group and plays multiplayer quite a lot, they tend to just play on this kind of planet, I understand. So they only ever really play on Sewer class with loads of ruins and loads of pop. So he kind of raised his eyebrow at me when I said, sometimes it's turn 25, 30 before I get Industry 1 up, and he's like, what? Because you can get Industry 1 up really fast on these planets. I tend to play on stuff like Seth because I like the game to be, I like the game to be kind of an apocalyptic simulator as well as a war game. But it just depends on, not telling anyone how to play or judging anybody. You play how you want, man. And this, I gotta say, this is a great way to play, by the way. If you want like a standard kind of war game situation, I mean, you're never going to get a standard war game with Shadow Empire because it's just so different, right? But if you want a game where, you've got the ability to field loads of troops and go really high into the tech tree, and you're less bothered about kind of, oh no, my people are going to starve unless I figure out how to, unless I get my efficient granary management going. Then this is the way to play, because you're going to be able to play with loads and loads of cool stuff. And the AI particularly, I mean, if you're playing against another player, it's going to be different, but the AI will literally just throw thousands and thousands and thousands of troops at you, and it's going to be dead fun figuring out how to beat them. All right, let's have a look at the history. We got attacked here. That was it. I think it's going to be a relatively peaceful exploration mission for the next few turns. We've discovered more fuel deposits in Clyde, which is nice. I think there's going to be lots of fuel on this map, so it means we're going to be able to field lots and lots of troops. Okay, so we've made a promise to increase our bureaucratic point assets, which is great news. So the Steel Front are happy with us. We've developed model AMG2, and we've discovered university, and we've got 400 GR grade MGs, which we're going to probably put on the border with Phoenix Legion, I'd say. And then we've got an interesting card here. We've got offer protection, which we're going to use, I think. So let's take a look at the national decisions just quickly. The militia want to raise a commemorative plaque. I'm going backwards in money at the moment. This is going to be expensive. I would like to get my advisor more on board. He likes militia a lot. The thing is, 200 credits at this stage of the game is expensive. By the way, I've not installed it yet because I don't know how it's going to affect the game. I probably won't, but there's been a patch released today that makes some big changes to the trading houses. I think it was released yesterday, actually. So today's the 12th of July. 2022, and so it was released yesterday on the 11th, but I don't think we're probably going to install it because you have to be a bit careful installing beta patches, especially ones with new features like that. But basically what it's done is the traders are maybe I might do a separate video on this, but because you're not going to see this video until probably several months after. I'm not going to be releasing this until this video series is not going to go up until the game's probably complete, or at least nearly complete, I'd say. Wow, look at this. Can we sell rares? Yeah, we can sell rare mails. Yeah, I might do a video on it. But basically, it's made some changes to trading houses. It should make the game a little bit more difficult, and the trading houses should be a bit more meaningful, basically. That's the gist of it. Okay, let's have a look at the decisions. I'll come back to this one. I need to think about it. Adventurers discover special location. Okay, I noticed this when we were booting in. So look at this. We have found... I don't know whether to move these guys down here to go and secure this... these ruins down here, or whether to try and save them. I think I'd rather go for the ruins, to be honest. I don't really care about militia that much. We've got this artificial robot thing, that's going to give us military research bonus points. I don't think we're going to get this before our Castello Republic gets to it. And I've actually completed my goal of getting to where I wanted to get to with Castello Republic. Look, I'm going to have to move these guys back so and then get in some supply. So I'm not bothered about going too far now. Now, if I can hold more of the ruins, that'd be great. These guys are going to starve, by the way, doing that. But I kind of value territory, to be honest with you. I value territory very, very highly, and I kind of Okay, I just wanted to get these territorial areas here. I value territory so highly that I will basically stress my troops out in order to sort it out. Okay, now it looks like we've got a free folk town here, but I think there's going to be a zone. Yeah, this is a zone. Look, now we need to figure out who Nebelstein is and hopefully get some. If we're lucky, I'm going to do this now. Let's see if we can get a. Yeah, it's going to be proposed peace. Oh, no, it's going to be offer protection. Here we are. So Nebelstein. Now we've also got Bannerkeep, and this is one that Cael's pushing up towards. Now, if I could get these guys. The problem is, it's a valid target for us because I've got some recon in there. And you can see that this is where, this is mountains that we're all struggling to get through. If I can get Protectorate on this, this is going to, I mean, I would see that as a declaration of war, honestly. if I was playing that game. This is Dogger White, by the way. Dogger White is the zone where Bannerkeep is located. Now, I think if I was Cael, like look, he's got all this land, which is nice, but these are really, really tasty, and it's another city. So I kind of want to get this. And if I can, I mean, I'm reaching, right? This is a reach for me to stretch my logistics all the way out here. And it's going to be like, what, 8,000, I think it was 800 industrial points to get a road through here. And not only that, I'm going to have to bang a truck station on there as well to go with the supplies, and it's going to cause me huge amounts of administrative strain, which probably means we're going to have to put a zone here, and it's going to be a bad zone because it's not going to have a lot of stuff, right? But all those things considered, if we can get to Dogger White here, if I can actually get this, if I can get a Protectorate on them, then that basically means that he's got to go to war with me if he wants that, or any of the other neighbours. They've got to go to war with me if they want that, and makes the game more interesting, right? Whether does that put me in a winning position? I don't know. Now we've got another option. We've got these guys here. Now Nebelstein is on my border. We've also got Greyshire here. If I can get Nebelstein, I might be able to get Greyshire, and then we're cooking with gas because I need to get more territory. Basically, this is my problem at the moment. You'll see that if we look at the victory, let's look at the victory overview. Victory score. I'm lagging. I'm second. I'm above. I mean, I think Tribes of Man is Hyde, and I think Empire Dick is Richard. Richard's starting to increase his score, by the way, which is nice to see. I think he's doing better now, so I'm glad to see that. This is going to be a decently long game. I think Richard's going to have plenty of chance to catch up, so and enjoy himself. So anyway, adventurers discover a special location. Are we going to hold it? I think not. I think the chances are we're going to go into enforcement. So let's get some enforcement now. Some of these guys are going to not like this decision, particularly the director of the Supreme Command Council, which I've got to do something about. But I can't hold that. That's the promise that I can't make. Militia commemorative plan. Let me come back to that. Okay. Model Design Council, they're bothering me. I think they're itching to work on something new. Now, I wanted motorbike infantry. I think that's going to be the next thing we got to get out. The last thing we got was the Crusader, and we got a really, really nice model here. Like, this is a great model. So we got a couple of things we can do. We can go for the bazooka. We can get mechanized artillery. Mechanized artillery are fine if you're expecting them to be taking hits back. I think they're kind of expensive for what they are. I don't often use them, I'll be honest with you, but I think that in a game like this, when there is going to be panzer battles, I'm certain that we're going to see some. This is going to be one of the things that's nice about these SEWA maps, by the way, is another advantage about playing them is you get a nice variety of territory because they've usually got forests. So not only do you get the wastelands, but you get rivers because there's more water on them. You get forests, you get ruins if you've got plenty of population. There's loads of interesting terrain. So you're not just playing on, you're not just fighting with these big expansive wasteland maps with a few mountains, and you're holding the mountains with your infantry and your static artillery, and then you're using panzer tactics and mobile infantry stuff. Right? This is more interesting. Warfare is really, really hard on SEWA, I've got to say. I think anyway, at least on a map like this, you've got to really think about it. It's easy to defend, it's difficult to attack. I'm theory crafting there because it's been a while since I played SEWA, like since a lot of the new patches and since I've become better at the game. So I'm guessing there, but I expect that SEWA is, against a competent opponent, you've got a lot more to think about. It just depends on how good you are at mobile tactics. If you're good at mobile tactics, then the non-SEWA planets are going to be, a lot easier. I'd say a lot easier. I think if you're the sort of player who likes the combined arms stuff, and you need to consider, like for example, tanks don't attack very well into forests, right? They've got a 50% attack modifier into forest, which is big, especially if you've got a good infantry and you've got lines of infantry that can withstand waves of attack. Even standard forest, I mean, it really seriously reduces the effectiveness of tanks. So if you've got RPG troopers with a decent RPG sat in, you know, in forest, and you've got tanks that are designed to kill infantry, the RPGs have got a good advantage, generally speaking. Okay, let's have a look at what else we can get up now. I want to go to the models and just check what we've done with infantry. I don't think we've actually done much combat testing. Yes, we have. We've got 74% field testing on grunts too. I think now is the time to upgrade our grunts too. So we can go for automatic rifle and padded envirosuit. I think that's a bit of a no-brainer. And the one issue I sometimes find with that is on this level of research speed, which is normal. Sometimes you get combat armor before you've had a chance to test out the padded envirosuit, and you want combat armor as quickly as possible. So unless I go to war with the major now, I don't think I really want to be rushing for that. We've got a minor workers' strike in Clyde. I think I'm going to go for giving them the money. I don't like doing this, generally speaking, but democracy at this point is better. Is going to be better for us than autocracy. Now I don't want to get meritocracy to go below this. The diplomacy roles to accomplish envoys is really important. But conflict resolution will be nice. It gives us a quality of life bonus, which is along with our commerce. I mean, did we go? I think we went commerce, didn't we, in this game? Yeah, we went commerce in this game. This is going to basically make a quality of life improvements, including the ones that the private economy build. They're going to be very, very effective, and it's going to make our people happy. And happy people means we don't have to pay them as much. So that directly translates into a financial benefit. Our spies in Castello Republic have found information. I can't remember which one we want to be doing here. We probably want to have a look at them and just see what they're all like. Castello Republic. We've got real politicas, syndics, and corporatists. Okay, yeah, we don't want to be. Yeah, we want to be going Citizens League. We want the real politicas here because these guys are going to be more friendly. Now, I say that. We can't be friends with these people forever. We've got another farmer regime here, look. And that's got ruins as well. I'm gonna go with the Citizens League. I like real politicas. They're gonna be easier to deal with. Let me come back to that. I'm not sure about that. I don't know if I want to spend 200 credits. The problem is that it's this guy that I'm concerned about. I think I'm gonna say no. I think the 200 credits are more important. Okay. My next big decision is who do I try to put to get under a protectorate? Do we go with Nebelstein, who are close? We've got no recon on them, so we can't get those guys yet. We've also got this one here, Friedram. Oh, they're already at war with the major. I wonder who they're at war with. Are they at war with these guys? Friedram. They're at war with unknown. I think that's going to be okay. That might be Hyde. That might be Empire of Man, I think. Yeah, I think we need to get a few more. Okay, first job first. Even more important than this, I'd say, is getting up our next organisation. So we need to get up the Foreign Affairs Council. I think this is the next one to get up. We've got enough political points, so let's do it. We're going to have a leader to go in there. We haven't got any good leaders at the moment. I think all my leaders are kind of crap. The next thing I need to do is I think I'm pretty desperate to get someone better in the Economic Council. So I think I'm going to just have a look at. Okay, I'm just going to start looking at some of these stats on my characters. It's going to be intelligence, and we want inventor, maybe science. Okay, I don't know if science is that important. I think it's inventor. I think inventor is the one we want. Now let's. First, let's sort it by inventor. So yeah, look, Scarlet Leopard. That's a great name, by the way. Wow, sounds like a porn star name, doesn't it? Scarlet Leopard. Scarlet Leopard has actually got the best inventor rating. Now, she's capability 2, which is not that high. Intelligence 28, so she's not the best. Now, the advisor is really good. But the director of the Economic Council, he's better intelligence. He's also capability 2. The problem is, he's got a lower inventor level. So Scarlet Leopard, right? She is rolling 51 on invention rolls, whereas whereas this guy, the guy who's actually in, he's not that good. He might be better in the Foreign Affairs Council. He hasn't really got any skills to go in there. I think it's good. I think I do need to get a better guy than here in. At the moment, this guy's attacks Ingmar Blackdark. Ingmar Blackdark's the Supreme Command Council guy. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting a penalty for the national relation point as well with this guy because he's got someone attached. I think I'm gonna have to move. I'm gonna have to get rid of Doug Matthews off there anyway. So yeah, I kind of want to get that guy out. Now, foreign affairs, we need someone good in there. I think if we get someone very, very good in foreign affairs, this game's going to be a lot easier because we're going to be able to get. I mean, at least just for a bit. Now we've got Bertie Ion Dawn. He's not actually that bad. He's got diplomacy. I might put, and he's only capability 1. If I can't get a better leader, I might put him in there. Tim Hagen's also quite good. Look, he's got diplomacy 25. He's capability 2. He might be better. He's got lower charisma though than Bertie Ion Dawn by a little. Yeah, but I think he's better now. Yeah, interrogations for governors. This guy's not bad for a capability 1. I mean, he's not great, but he's not bad. Who else have we got? Director of Secret Service Council. Have we still got that really good guy in the first SHQ? Yeah, we have. See, this guy's really, really good. Yeah, this guy's got leadership, diplomacy. He's got 32. Yeah, but the thing is, he's actually better. I think he needs to be moved from where he is, though, definitely, because we don't need until war starts. We don't need him on there. Like, he's got a really good high command score, 86. Oh no, sorry, he's the first SHQ. My bad. I was meant to be looking at Dick Sirius. My bad. So this guy's also pretty good. He's capability 3, charisma 31. This guy would be better in the Foreign Affairs Council. I think I'm going to call him, and then we're going to go for how many points have we got? 16. Yeah. Okay, so it's going to improve our relation. We promised him a better job. He's going to go into the Foreign Affairs Council, and then I think I'm going to get. Where are we? I think Caleb McKenna. Yeah, we got to get him out, I think. So who are we going to put in? I think we switch. Should we switch him with the Interior Council? Because he's okay. He'll be okay in the Interior Council. The Interior Council I don't really care about now that I've got, you know, now that I'm raised my taxes somewhat. That's Dad's Tactic was talking about this in the forums. He was saying that rather than having a, you know, Vic's idea of having a propaganda council, why not make the Interior Council do stuff like propaganda later in the game? Because actually, after the initial part of the game, after you've raised income tax a few times, this doesn't really matter so much. No, okay, she didn't manage that. Yeah, I mean, we need to get someone decent in there. I might just wait one more round for this because I've spent a lot of political points this turn, and I think to get these guys out now, and I'd like to before I do this, I think I'd like to raise the income tax just one more time because I'm going backwards with money before I can get enforcement up, and I don't think we're going anywhere near enforcement for the time being. Commerce is still too high. Yeah, this needs to be the highest for 3 rounds, and I'd like wealthy friends. We'll see what happens anyway. Anyway, I'm going to move my troops, and then I'm going to end the turn. So we've got to be a little bit careful here. We are, as expected, I started to starve my troops in this mad push that I had. So let's get these guys back. I can't yet afford. Just get those up, and then we'll get them back again. Yeah, we are at the limits of where we can be here, I think. So I think let's move these guys back now. I'm going to have to... I think what I'll do is I will save the industrial points and then start getting a road through here. It's expensive, but once I've got the road through here, that means that this opens this up to me. I could be doing more, you know, building more stuff. If we go to the construction overview, 2 more turns, 0.2 turns, and so next turn basically with a bit of luck, we're going to get recycling facility 2 up and metal mining 2. I think I'm going to leave those to go up, and now we're going to get plenty of industrial points. Next turn we should be able to get the road a little bit further up here. It's just how much is it going to get? It's going to be like 12. Oh man, 12,000. Look. Yeah, it's 1,000. Sorry, not 12,000. 1,240, which is quite a lot. Oh, there's 1,000 if we go that way. So it's, yeah, we're looking at 1,000 industrial points, but that gets us access to this here. Do I think that's worth going over getting more metal? Probably. I'd say so. I think assets wise, we probably need to look at. Have we got? Yeah, bureaucratic office is going up here too. We could get another industry up. We've got the money for it. We got the metal for it. Getting industry, getting another industrial would be really, really good. Is it cheaper to go to industry 2 here? We need, yeah, it's 4 rounds of 750 metal. What have we got? 1600, and we're making 400 a turn. At least, you know, we're going. It's going to be more than this. Let me think about this. So we've got 450. Yeah, it's about 300 a turn for 4 turns. 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, we've got enough metal to do this. 124. That might be a nice idea. That's 200 industrial points. Wow, I don't often do this. I usually go with. I'd usually kind of be a little bit more careful and go with quality of life first. The problem is if I raise overall quality of life here before these places, we're getting into, you know, we're going to get in some problems. I think going with industrial points might be really nice. That might be a really good idea. If we just, the problem is if I push that out, that means I sacrifice this. Oh, it's choices, isn't it? Because it's gonna, I mean, what is it? It's gonna be like 4 turns before I can get up to here. Or I can get 4 turns of industry, and then we're going to be... I think I'm going to wait. I don't think Cael can get up here in, what, 6 turns or so. He might be able to, if he really pushes. I don't think he's going to do it, though. I think he's going to struggle. He'll either do the same thing as I've done, which is try to get up here, and he's going to end up starving his troops like I have, which is really dumb, by the way. Don't do this. If you're watching this game, you're watching me, and you're looking for, you know, advice on how to play... Or you're trying to, like, Ben, I'm going to watch you because you are the god of Shadow Empire. No, don't. I'm really not that good at this. And I do dumb stuff like that. Like, I do stuff like that because I value getting this more than I value troops' lives, especially on a Sewer planet. But you don't necessarily have to play like that, okay? In fact, it's probably, you know, I don't know. It's probably suboptimal in some way or other. I'm sure there are people who will explain to you in autistic detail as to why that's a bad idea, what it is that I do there. Okay, I'm going to get these guys. Oh, can we replace these first? Yep. Okay, let's just wait a turn. We'll replace these. I don't want to attack in like that. I don't like doing that. I like to use encirclement. Encirclement is the smartest way to fight, in my opinion, generally speaking. At least against stuff like this. Right. Let's get a road. Let me think about how to get a road up here. Let's just get it into the center of this zone. And I say it's the zone. It's the old set of ruins. One of the updates, the new update, by the way, has changed it so that these ruins are going to be now going to be named after the old cities that they used to be in before the dissolution. Well, I like that. What a nice little change. I think Vic is just doing lots of nice little polishing things to this game that I'm really, really enjoying. I just love it so much. Okay, I'm just going to push this back a little bit. We don't really need to do this. We're going to get the Foreign Affairs Council up next, and then I don't need to take this yet. I think I'm going to try to get one of these other ones that's closer to me, and hopefully I can get this before these guys get there. If not, then, you know, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. What I'll do is I'll just leverage the huge advantage I've got in industry. I don't think any of my opponents have got anywhere near this kind of advantage in industry. And I think, yeah, I've decided what I'm going to do now. I'm actually going to go for industry 2. This is I've never had industry 2 this early in the game before, in round 23. So it'll come up at around 27. Once I've got industry 2 up, I'm going to be swimming in industrial points. I'm going to have so many. And that means I'll be able to upgrade my mine again. I'll go to, yeah, because I'm going to get way more metal now. And then I've kickstarted my economy. I don't normally do this. Normally I go for quality of life, but the whole point of going commerce is that the private sector put up quality of life buildings for you, and they do look. I mean, got hospice, scout station, museum, town customs, got all the bases covered. Light industry, we've just finished that one. Light industry 2. That's interesting. Light Industry 2, that means I could play Eager Industrialist and we could get Light Industry 3. I might wait till next turn to do that, but Light Industry, what would Light Industry 3 give us in industrial points? Okay, so that'd give us, yeah, that'd give us 150. I mean, that is well worth playing as well. That's well worth playing. So Light Industry 2 has just been finished. Let's wait till next turn, because I don't trust the game not to, oh, wow, look at this. We're going backwards in food. Okay. You got to buy some food, guys. can't buy that much. I don't have that much money. Let's get about 3 rounds worth, just in case. I'm gonna have to put another farm up. Now, we're going to be okay because we've just finished this agricultural facility, so we should be okay. That'll start producing food next turn. But yeah, I bought a little food. Okay, gonna have to sell some stuff. Let's trade some rare metals. This is another thing that's changed in the new update for this, by the way. Oh wow, look at this. We sell 400 rare metals. Gonna get 2,000 credits. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so what's happening with the trade? The trade stuff is that basically the traders are going to be they're not going to buy stuff that they can't sell to other people, so it's going to be a bit more difficult. Also, they're going to be a little bit more conservative about how they trade stuff. But what I'll do is I'm going to read up on the patch notes so I know 100%, and then I might do a little video on it for maybe for Explorminate or for this channel, and just kind of talk about that, because yeah, maybe for Explorminate, because I'm not putting anything up on Explorminate for a little while. Anyway, folks, that's going to be it. I'm going to end the turn there. I'll catch you next time. I hope you're enjoying the series. Let me know what you're thinking about this multiplayer series. Just bear in mind that any comments you make, I'm not going to be able to reply to. This was recorded way in advance, and yeah, just be aware of that, please. If you make any suggestions, I'm not going to be able to reply to them probably, not until months after. But like I'll be able to reply to the comments straight away. But obviously you'll be talking to Ben in the past, essentially. Okay, folks, take care. I'll catch you next time.